Hello, I see I have three people in here right now. Hang tight while I try to invite people. If you would, let me know who you are and start sharing the live stream. Let's try to get a few people in here before we start talking, hoping my guests start showing up and whatnot. Be sure to smash that like button if you would, it'd be much appreciated. Hey, buddy, what's up? I wonder who the other two people are. Nathan, you should share this live stream on your Facebook. Nathan, are you gonna get on GTA later? Off topic, since it's just us in here right now. People who watch us on the replay are gonna be like, "What does this have to do with fish?" We got a fourth person. Who's the fourth person? Hello and welcome. Five. Hello and welcome. Everybody, hit that like button and share the live stream. I want to get quite a few people in here before we really start talking and doing what we're gonna do. And then I just lost two people. Share, share, share. I was supposed to have a couple few guests, some people that wasn't on here last week. They're not new members, they've been members, but nonetheless, it'd be new to the live stream. They were gonna show off some tanks, get into a slow start. That's kind of how the last stream happened, so I'm gonna just hang out for a while. Bear with me. Nathan, have you considered getting a tank yet? What fish you would get? I guess I did start kind of early. I told everybody 6 o'clock. It's 5:58. So if you would just hang out, I'm gonna keep inviting people. If you would share on your platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, whatever you use, share it out there. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me so far. Nathan, truly do. It means a whole lot. Like I said, I actually started a little early. I was hoping that I could get people to jump in sooner, but that's not the case per se. Maybe they'll come a little later. Anybody watching this on the replay, if you see this point or get to this point, I would suggest skipping forward a few minutes. I will maybe try to put a link in the description after it's done going live to when people start joining in and we start having some good conversation. By all means, start dropping your questions if you have questions and you're watching this on the replay in the comments. Been live for 9 minutes. Just now, 6:01 my time, Eastern Standard Time. I told everybody when I was sharing that we'd be starting around 6. So I hope people will actually start popping in here soon. If not, then this live stream will be me showing y'all my dye project early. Perhaps I was gonna make a video on it, and I might still do a video on it, but so that this live stream ain't for nothing. I have to order most online since PetSmart don't have much. You need to go. I swear, Nathan, in Jerseyville, there is a huge fish store, and that's going to be your best bet in getting fish and fish tanks, or even over by your grandma, like Florissant area. I'm sure they have plenty of big tropical fish stores over there by St. Louis. In fact, I follow this guy named Fishy Biz, and he's from St. Louis. Hopefully, it's not copyrighted. Play a little tunage, I guess, until people start popping in.
Dollars per month at your John Deere.
into Phil with the eel. I'm dead serious. Like I'm doing my little dye project, and I'm thinking about getting one and throwing him directly in the 135, and hopefully with my created caves that I'm trying to do, will be able to let the smaller fish hide and keep the big fish at bay. In here before I get some guest up on the screen.
More hit music for Generation G is on the way. We are G1013.
So how much cheese and toppings are right for a pizza? A lot. And that's what you get when you order from Mancino's Pizza and Grinders. And at Mancino's, when they're piling on the toppings, they're piling on quality. The finest meats, cheeses, and veggies. You can taste the difference. Ask about daily lunch special or choose the 16-inch one-topping pizza for just $9 every afternoon from 2 to 5. In a hurry, call your order in to 966-1166. Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, Southwest 3rd and National West across from Tony's Car Sales.
The COVID-19 vaccine is here, and it's our shot, Hoosiers.
I'm in the group on Facebook. Are you in Casual Aquatics? I know I have shared in quite a few little groups. My main group is Casual Aquatics, Sassy Snells, Fish Tank Enablers. There's a few groups that I've shared the live stream in. But if you're part of Casual Aquatics, welcome and thank you. What's your actual name? Do you have any fish tanks? Would you like to come up on the screen and show your tanks?
Cloudy this evening. Showers mainly overnight. Lows will drop down to about.
Oh, Phil. What's up, buddy? Game of Thrones. Do me a favor and share it out. Share out this live stream in groups on your Facebook, on your platforms. And Phil, you have some beautiful fish, my friend. So if you felt like coming up and giving people a tank tour, that would be awesome.
On G1013.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? I like using this song for my fish videos, y'all. Oh, it's you, Nathan. All right, buddy. If you go up to the top of the chat, you'll see where I shared a link. It says StreamYard. You'll click on that and you'll follow the steps. It'll take you to a separate thing for a minute, but it just gets you set up. And then you'll put your screen name and you'll pop up right here on a private chat and backgrounds. And then I'll be able to push you through and you'll be able to start showing off your tanks. Hey, we don't care about ugly tanks. Did you see my last live stream? My tanks are a mess. Calvin's obviously were crisp and beautiful. That's what I mean. That's what I love about Casual Aquatics. No judgment here. You know, as long as you're trying to do right by them, you're not completely just letting them go to shit and, you know, just doing wrong things. Hey, if your tank looks a little fuzzy, oh well. And you have a reason. You just fed your fish. So, I mean, if I take this iPad inside and start giving a tank tour of mine, I'm sure your tanks would look beautiful. Nathan, I'm about to resend this. Copy it. And then I'm about to post it in the comments. You need to click on this link that you're going to see me post in the comments. Robert Dozer. Hello, friend. How did you hear about Casual Aquatics? Do you have any tanks of your own? And would you like to share them with the stream? That link that I just posted in the comments, anybody that wants to be up on screen and start showing off their tanks and talk to the chat live like I am, by all means, click on that. It'll let me know when y'all have like done what you need to do for the steps. And yeah. All right. We got Phil in the background. Give me a second here. Hey, buddy. What's
What's
up,
up?
man? Thank
How you
you for
doing?
stopping by. I appreciate it.
Sitting here with the dogs.
Oh, so cute.
Roxy.
What kind are they?
They are a bull mastiff English bulldog mix.
All right. Yeah, I don't care if your tanks are dirty, man. Like I said, some of mine are ooh-wee. I probably got algae growing on the whole backside of my Juby tank right now. So,
Let's see, how do I turn this camera around?
there should be a little button that shows the flip view. Are you using your phone or an
Yes,
iPad or something?
phone.
You should be able to, or well, you might honestly have to just turn your phone in truth. Like once you get by your tanks, just hey, this is this tank, and then start showing it and talk. And I will put you up on the live screen, like you're gonna be the main screen. I believe on band. I do have tanks, but not close to them at the moment. Robert. Thank you. Well, by all means, if you are going to be able to get around them anytime soon, or you want to show your tank sometime, plan to catch one of the next live streams. And I'm going to be doing this every Sunday, 6 p.m. ish, give or take some minutes here and there. And I don't, I mean, sure, it's about casual aquatics, but I want it about the hobby and everybody. It ain't just about me. It's about helping everybody grow and just sharing. So my point, instead of just running on, is maybe next week you could come up, Robert, outside with the littles. All right, man. That's awesome. It's a beautiful day out. We've been having some weird weather, so oh wow. Okay, hold up. Let me make you be. Yep. Can you still hear me, Phil?
Yes.
All right. By all means, if you want, just kind of obviously, I'm guessing these are OB peacocks, correct?
Yes, and there's some predator haps in there too.
Some
There's a
predator.
hybrid hap.
That whoa. See if I see it again. That dude
That's
right there in the middle, or well, that looks like a giraffe mix you're pointing at.
oh, that orange one?
Yeah. What's him? Is he just a regular peacock of a sort?
Yeah, I think it's a red empress OB. It's got a lot of blue. I don't
All
know.
right.
A lot of my fish I've gotten secondhand.
Right. Right.
And then, of course, all my Placos. Of course, my
I
big dude would come out.
I want to set up a tank for peacocks. Like I got some in my mixed tank, which I know I shouldn't have that. But at any rate, like I would like to at some point set up a tank like you got right there for your peacocks or whatever.
And I just picked up 17 more tanks
Oh my God.
this weekend. So the garage build is happening. It's currently, I've done all the electrical and I've started the installation. Building products are through the roof on price right now. So
Right. I just went to Menards for my little dye project. Oh, I guess you want to know about that because that was admin chat. But I was about to post it in the group. I went to Menards and spent $100 on like 5 pieces of PVC for a dye project. So I
right,
know about them prices.
there's some of the babies.
Yeah. That's just a little hanger like fish box or
Breeder
is that
box, yeah.
okay?
And
I
that's
need to
my
do
old
something
yeller.
like that. Do you have an air stone in there? I couldn't quite
It
tell.
has can you see it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I didn't see it at first, and I thought I was just seeing the movement in your actual
Air hooks
tank.
to it. And it pulls water in and then pushes water out.
Oh, no kidding. So it's almost like an overflow box.
Yeah, kind of.
Robert, you said you're outside with the littles. If you're still there, What kind of fish do you keep, though, buddy?
There's some more babies.
Yeah. So
These
then
are
is that?
ruby red. These are ruby red peacocks mixed with dragon blood female.
Ooh, they're gonna be pretty. I might have to
More,
get at you on some of them, honestly.
and there's more females. Where's the blue at? Come on. Come on. You're my boy, Blue. He's one of my favorites. I won him in a raffle like last year.
Yes. He's neat.
He can be a dick, but
So then is that all you keep is peacocks and plecos?
yeah.
Do you have any like cichlids or anything like that? Monster fish?
No.
No.
I got a beta.
Hey, that's what's up. Mine died, unfortunately, hellboy. And my whole like fish career, I'm like, I don't want no stinking beta, however you pronounce. I don't want no soft fish. And then I found that hellboy at Myers, and I thought I was gonna try to rescue him. And he lasted like 3 months, and then just like disappeared. And I know they can't leave the tank, so obviously he died, and like I don't know, decomposed or the snails ate him. So.
That's the granddaughter's fish, actually. She's the one that was wanting him. Then I got that guy there.
Ooh.
He's a ruby red. He's the father of them babies in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got him from Chris. Shout out to Chris.
Yeah, he's supposed to be on here as one of my guests. And I don't know what's wrong. Where is he at? In fact, I'm not gonna message him.
I got more babies in a grow out in here. More OBs. That's about all I keep.
All right.
Until I venture into the garage and I can have more tanks and I can get. I'd like to try some loaches and stuff like that. And
yeah, that's my community tank. Pretty much is loaches and corridoras, twig cats, banjo cats. I do have some guppies in there, and then the oddballs that don't belong in there. I have a electric blue Jack Dempsey. I have a blood parrot. A 3-spot Gourmet, all of which actually, and a blue Acra, and all of which who get along, like, surprisingly, nobody kills each other or nothing like that. Every time somebody sees the tank, like, oh no, you probably shouldn't be doing that. Melvin! Hey, dude! I gotta figure out, Melvin, tell me, how do I give you a badge? Because you gave me a badge on your show. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. That's what I was going to do with this live stream, too. Anybody and everybody, well, not everybody, but anybody that is going to regularly try to attend these, I really need some moderators for this stream to keep people in check, post links, share stuff, tell people, hey, like the stream, and you can mute people if they're being belligerent. So I really am going to be looking for some moderators. Melvin,
I'm thinking regulators.
Regulators. Melvin, how do I make you a mod, or how do I make anybody a mod?
All right. Well, hey, have fun with the show. I stopped in real quick.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Phil.
And hopefully them decals get here.
Yes, sir. May 3rd to May 5th. And like I said, I had an error on my fault. Like it wasn't showing it going through. So I literally reordered it. So you might get both of them. And that's free of charge. You don't got to pay nothing for it. I was just happy that you done it. I appreciated that you ordered something from the site and that you're proud enough to share it. So I appreciate that. I'm sorry. I will keep you posted and updated. when I get the notifications, I'll send them to you and let you know. And
Okay.
ultimately, man, you're not out the money because I'll send it straight to you if something dumb
No,
happens.
I'm not that worried about it. I just like giving you shit about.
Oh, yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Phil. And I'll catch you next time and catch you in the chat. I might even be talking to you about becoming a actual moderator at the group.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of my posts getting admin approvals.
Right, right. You're obviously sharing the right stuff. You're not going to be posting dumb stuff, and so yeah, our group's getting bigger, so we definitely do need. Yes, Nathan, I have casual aquatic stickers, but we're gonna need more moderators. So yes, I appreciate it. I will message you after this live stream, in fact, and we'll talk about that.
All right, that'll work.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it.
All
Thank
right,
you
man.
for stopping by. Stay fishy, friend.
Yes, you too.
7 people watching. Who's the 7 people? Would you please announce yourself? Let me know who you are, what fish you keep. If you have any fish questions, ask them, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. I'm far from a pro by any means, but that's why I formed this group and this channel to grow in the hobby, to learn, to help somebody out. For those like I love following Corey at Aquarium Co-op. Indirect shout out to him because he's the GOAT, greatest of all time. But even being in those live streams, he'll have 1,000 people, and like there's no way he can answer all the questions. So I'm hoping that maybe a smaller channel, if people actually tend to like it, will you know people will navigate towards it, and I will answer every single question that you post in the comments to the best of my ability. We'll look up answers, or I will suggest somebody that for sure knows that answer. We have 8 people in here, guys. That is awesome. Please smash the like button. Melvin, if you're one of those 8 people, will you tell me how to make people moderators so I can give some people some badges? I'm going to go back up here, Robert. Let me bring this up. I have some angels, couple discus with zebra, pleco, a group of L1, L33, L397, a group of baby Kigma frontosa, and some African cichlids. Robert, I would love to see your tanks sometime. Nathan, are you there on the? It says you're up here on the stream with us, buddy, but I'm not sure. Who's all here? It says 7 people are watching. Could you guys please comment? Let me know who you are. If you have any questions or if you have tanks that you want to show, uh, I'll put this link here again, and y'all can click on it and come to the backstage. I'll let you through, and you can show everybody your tanks. Like I said, I'm nobody big or famous. My last live stream so far has had like 210 views, so maybe 210 people might see your tanks and be like, hey, that dude has something really cool. I need to figure out who he is, how to get a hold of him, or whatever. That's what I mean. It ain't just about me, it's about everybody. Yeah, I have a link to him, Nathan. Uh, I don't know if I can post it through here. Robert, I am from Richmond. I don't know if you know where that is. It's on the East Coast, right there on the Ohio border. I'm 45 minutes from Dayton, and I'm also 45 minutes from Indianapolis. Nathan Colston, if you give me a minute, I will. See, that's why I need admins or moderators on here so that I can have y'all post these links and stuff. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna look up this link to casual aquatic store. We have hats, we have shirts, we have flip flops, we have phone covers, we got masks, we got a whole lot of everything. What part? Oh, wait, I already answered that. Where are you from, Robert? Seven people watching. Who's the seven people? Feel free to leave a comment or anything. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. I don't mean, oh, I'm losing people. Everybody share out the stream. Give me 1 second. I hope this doesn't stop it. Alright, guys, I'm coming back. 6 people watching. Hello! Hello, hello. How do I say hello in your language? Can you, understand me? Do you, speak English? You're from Muncie? So you ain't far off. Did you say you're, already in my, Facebook group, Robert? Nathan, that link right there will take you to my store in order to be able and I'm sorry, see all the merchandise that we have. When JT Gomez Vlog, thank you so very much for stopping by. I hope you like it. Do you keep fish? Can anybody in the chat? I have 7 viewers. Can anybody tell me how to make somebody a mod? I was told you just click on their name. Melvin Reef, that's your friend? Oh, that's your girlfriend. Okay, hello, Miss Melvin. Melvin, how do I give people a badge? Trying to see if I can invite any more people, see if anybody's gonna pop in. She's a Filipina vlogger in the Middle East, Kuwait. Oh, wow. 7 people watching. Thank you, thank you. What kind of fish does everybody keep? Robert, you said you're in Muncie. That's only like 10 miles from me or whatever. Are you in my group already in Casual Aquatics? I might have to get with you on some fish and whatnot. I'm trying to, like, group some people close to me that I can talk fish and stuff like that. That's kind of what this live stream is for too. But Richmond is kind of scarce with tropical fish enthusiasts. You've seen my videos before? Sorry, some of them ain't the best. I try to be as realistic as possible. People start getting real fancy. I gotta have this camera and I gotta make sure this is 100% and crisp, and it almost seems fake or over prepped. I sure I want to give proper facts for my care tips videos, but truly I want to show people like realistic, like if they're just getting into the hobby and wanting to keep fish and they're seeing all these like $1,000 setups and it's crystal clear and crisp and all of that stuff, like those people had to go through the process to get that tank to that point. And sometimes it's not the easiest, and I want to show that even though your tank ain't that clear, your fish can still be healthy and function. In fact, algae growth in your tanks is a sign that something is going right. So, like the little odds and ends, tips and whatnot. Well, Casual Aquatics, I was keeping freshwater fish in February, lost all my fishes, so I decided to go to saltwater now because it is in my DNA. But my hobby is on hold because my situation is PSN. Yeah, when I pop in your live streams, Melvin, that's why I'm always asking you, like, do you got fish yet? Are those real fish? What fish are you wanting to keep? Like, I might repeat the question, but I'm just trying to keep it in there lingering around. Like, I want to see everybody thrive in the hobby. T-Bone Fishies! What is up, friend? G-Day Casual Aquatics. Good day, my friend. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you very much for stopping in. T-Bone, do you on screen and show off some tanks, or you just cool hanging out in the chat? Everybody smash that like button on this video and share it out. Share it on all of your platforms and social media. Jeremy, nope. Share it out, man. Dude, when I take this beanie off and I brush it out, it's probably like, I don't know, a couple inches or so past my shoulders. I was thinking about putting in a ponytail though, and like shaving the underneath thing and then just braiding it, because I do like to braid my hair occasionally. Having long hair, it kind of goes hand in hand. But thank you for popping in, Jeremy. I don't know if you're going to come up here today on screen or you're just hanging out in the chat. I would like to, if you're okay with me mentioning it, I would like to give you a shout out for the, what we're going through. Be sure to like the live stream. Sorry, everybody. I sound dumb right now. Oh, okay. All right, everybody. So Jeremy Carnell, I still feel like I say his name wrong, but Jeremy Carnell, he has a fish shop, if you will. It's his house. He was on the live stream last week. He showed a little bit of it. If he feels froggy, he could come up today, but he don't have to. Maybe we'll catch him on the next week. But my point is, he sells a lot of fish. I personally hit this man up for shrimp. He's got, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, Jeremy, but he's got green jade shrimp and like cherries. And this man is the cheapest person I have found to buy shrimp. Like when you go online, when you're including shipping and then just the cost that they're trying to get, you're paying $1, $2, 75 cents, whatever, for a single shrimp. And if I'm correct, this man sells them to me for something like 50 cents a piece or something. I know each time I am ordering like 3, 4 dozen. And the point of this story is, aside from Jeremy has cheap shrimp and healthy shrimp. Oh, looky there. He's about to pop up now. Okay, give me a second. Hey, buddy. But
Hey, how's it going,
anyways,
man?
what I was leading on to is Jeremy here. I just ordered shrimp from him last week, the week before. Every time that I have ordered them and he has sent them, aside from once, have they came on time, came super healthy, came for the right price. One time did I get a bag of DOA, and I'll blame me, not even him per se. It was that week that it just randomly got super cold in the middle of it, and he had already shipped them out. So by the time they got to me, they were all dead. But I messaged Jeremy right away. I'm like, hey, man, this is what's up. I sent him the picture, and he said, you know what? I got you. And he refunded it. I didn't have to repay shipping. I didn't have to repay nothing. And that man sent me more shrimp. Now, recently, we did try to, just this last week, we tried to do another shrimp shipment. And Indianapolis Postal held it. I guess somehow the bag got a hole in it or something was leaking. I bet they dropped it, smashed it, something, because every package that Jeremy's ever sent me has been nice and, well secured and stuff. But I'm guessing they dropped it, smashed it, damaged it. But then from that point, they refused to drive it the next 30 minutes here. So, unfortunately, I'm not getting them. However, Jeremy, I do believe, has some insurance on it. He'll be covered. And I know me and him will be squared away because he's an upfront guy and he wants to do things right and do right by his customers. And I have mentioned to him that maybe if I want to, I need to pay for better shipping, maybe to secure getting them or whatever. We've also talked about if I can get one successful batch, maybe I'll just start breeding them or whatever myself. But at any rate, Jeremy, I appreciate all that you do, buddy. You're like forward and courteous, and you're not trying to rip nobody off. You don't want ripped off. You don't want your customers ripped off, and you make it right. So I thank you for that. At any rate, everybody, this is Jeremy. If you have not seen him on the last live stream, he's been a member of Casual Aquatics for quite some time now. I'm proud to have him in the group. He's up here on the screen. I don't know if he's going to give you a little run through of his shop again this time or not. So, what's up, buddy?
No, not a whole
I'm about
lot.
to,
Just working on some tanks.
yeah, I'm working on a dye project for my large tank. About got it finished.
Did end up with some OB females holding. Sorry
Oh,
for the
yeah?
messy tank, but
Now you're okay. Cooper, what's up, buddy? Thank you for stopping by. Please share the live stream, hit the like button, all that good stuff. Whatever.
And keep in mind, this is all in my basement. So it's not only do I have tanks down here, I've got, other miscellaneous.
Right, right. That's quite all right. I can't wait till I can have a basement to turn into a fish room.
The 200-gallon, I actually took my red zebras and my other miscellaneous fish out of the 165 custom I have upstairs and brought them down. And
yeah.
so now I'm going to have a 165. I'm going to turn into a massive planted aquarium.
Dude, I'm going to try yet again to put plants in my Oscar tank with this whole new setup I got going on. I'm really excited to share it, but I don't want to give it away before I do a video on it. But at the same time, I don't know, I might go in there with it now, but it's not like how I want it. So at any rate, yeah, I want to try to do plants in my 135 again, but that's that Oscar cichlid big predator tank, and I just don't know how it's going to work.
It won't. Yeah, believe it or not, the Oscars will eat the plants before anything else will.
Right.
Because I've tried with mine, and yeah, just when I had the Oscar, I got Texas in there, and I had the 3 turtles, and believe it or not, the Oscar ate everything before anything else even got to it.
Yeah.
Melvin. Cleaned up a little bit.
Melvin, when I click on the 3 dots, it says put user in timeout or block user. It's not giving me the mod option. I don't know if it's my internet or maybe yours. It's a little choppy. Not too bad. You're like, the screen's like jumping. Yeah, scene to scene. There we go. That might just be your lighting and with you walking.
It happens.
Anybody in the comments, I dropped the link. If you want to come up here and show your tanks, that's what you click on.
In the comments, I dropped the link. If you want to come up here and show your tanks, that's what you click on.
Jamie, so you got, I know personally you got shrimp. What do you have for sale? Maybe just state that aloud. If anything at all. He's probably like, I got project tanks and I ain't trying to sell nothing.
I'll sell just about anything.
I got project tanks. I ain't trying to sell nothing.
I got you up on the TV and on my phone all at the same time.
Okay.
I was trying to turn the TV down.
Yeah, it's just saying put user in timeout, block user. That's Melvin, I'm on an iPad. I'm not on my computer. Would that make the difference? We have 8 people watching. Hello, everybody. Who's the 8th person? What kind of fish do you keep? What kind of fish do you like? If you just popped in, Jeremy was just up showing a little bit of his tanks. Rewatch the rerun on that.
As far as what I got to sell, hell, I'll sell everything.
Yeah. You got any large tanks laying around that you're not setting up?
No, about the only things that I have that are just kind of laying around are, I guess, some extra 10 gallons because I have a bad habit of cracking those. I'm not going to say why. And I've got a 75-gallon empty that's going to be a grow-out tank, actually, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fish currently holding. I've got 3 OBs. I've got a yellowtail ACI holding. I've got a Demasoni holding. electric glue a car, a female, and I forgot what that one was. Not gonna lie. And then my buddy Terry, he's actually got some fish he's supposed to be bringing over because he ran out of room at his place.
Oh yeah?
And
Is
I
he
don't
in the
remember.
room?
I don't know. I'll have to ask him. Hang on one second. He's actually upstairs.
Yeah, you should like invite him and stuff, and he could show his tank
This is what he
sometimes.
does.
Everybody bear with me. I am actually going to move inside. I was outside. I'm going to move inside so I have a better signal. And it's getting a little cooler out here. So just bear with me, everybody.
He could show his tank.
This is what he
Maybe
does.
I'll show you guys some of my tanks. Ugh.
You want to tell them what you have?
I got too much. Hopefully I can get those Wandas going soon. Well, let's see. I got 2 OBs holding. I've got 2 albino dragon bloods holding.
Everybody loves those OB peacocks and stuff, boy. I only have like 1 or 2. Like I'm more for the large cichlids and stuff.
Barb's going again. Nothing came of that last time that I bred those. That's what I pissed those to. I need to get rid of some fish.
You need to get rid of some?
I need to get rid of a lot of fish. That's what we're working on. So,
Yeah.
I need to get rid of those cherry barbs. Everything out of that one tank, but maybe those pistos will start to breed.
All right, guys. I got 9 people watching. That's awesome. I'm about to show you guys. Like I said, I wasn't gonna show this tank yet because I've been redoing it and it's not completed. So no judgment, everybody. But I'm just proud of it. It looks better. You can actually see through it, and you'll get an idea of my dye project, if you will. So here, bear with me. I'll put my screen on the large screen, and I will turn the camera. This is my 135-gallon Predator tank, if that's what you want to call it. Where's the camera? Predator. All right, I got the solo layout. All right, everybody.
This is my 135-gallon Predator tank. That's what you call it. Predator.
So the idea here is to actually kind of bury that big ass pipe. You see my devil in there hiding? That's the whole point. They're already taking used to it. I love it. But anyways, my whole plan is to try to bury that a little bit actually into the substrate. Look at this, all these predators, and then bam, all of these minnows just hanging out, not even getting ate. But then I got this other big piece of PVC piping, if you will, for a hide. Oh yeah, there's Mr. Jag. There's the red devil, everybody. Look at them. Like, they'll eat some of those rosies occasionally, but they'll just let them be until then. And the rosy reds are actually helping me kill. I have some, I can't say the word to save my life, but it's a little like Oscropod or Demetres. It's a little white micro bug that was literally taking over this tank. So they are actually eating those, and then when my big fish get hungry, they become the food. So at any rate, that's kind of my whole little project. That's my red devil again. Here comes the rhino pleco. He's a pretty badass dude. And that's Lady and the Tramp up there.
Get hungry, they become the food. So at any rate, that's kind of my whole little project.
And let's go ahead. I guess I'll show you guys my little community tank. This one's kind of hard to see. This is what I mean. Phil was mentioning earlier. He's like, oh, I don't know. My tanks are kind of dirty, but you know, my tanks need wiped off physically, but this tank is healthy and thriving. That's what I mean. This is a misfit community tank. Some of these fish, y'all are going to be like, why do you have those mixed together? But somehow everything works. So I just kind of let it be. Some of them aren't permanent, like the blood parrot. He can't stay in here the whole time, but he can grow up for a little while in there. The Jack Dempsey, I'm not quite sure where he's hiding at right now. Oh, I did get some new fish. I got some glass catfish back there. You're probably not going to be able to see them, but those are some little dudes. I also might rehome some of these little fish. I got some, sorry, pardon me, blue rams. I got about 5 of them, babies. I'd probably get rid of a couple of them. My buffalo cichlid up there by the tree. I don't know if this is going to actually give you the view. Yeah, look at him with his little hump. But I'm seeing my screen. Jesus. Sorry, guys. Yeah, as far as the rest of my tanks, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'd rather them be a little more clean before I show them off. So, where did Jeremy go? My guest disappeared. Oh, there he is. I lost you. I'm like, where'd you go?
I switched from phone signal over to Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay, right.
And I forgot that it will actually interrupt the connection.
T-Bones, thank you very much. This man said sensational fish and tanks. I try, man. Like I said, I'm not perfect. And if you would have saw this large tank just 3 days ago, you would have been saying, oh my God. Fish tanks don't need to be spotless, just how the game goes. Yes, thank you very much. That is true. I mean, it's an eyesore, and sure, you want your tanks to be visually appealing, but it's if the fish is healthy. I mean, I personally better be able to see my fish at some point, but if the fish are healthy, these guys are swimming around having a ball. They're not worried about life, nothing bad. They are just loving it up. I'm so happy. I honestly want to hop off here and wipe off this glass because I haven't seen this tank this clear in a while, and I just want to add to it. So, I mean, if you want to do it to better it and make it, but if somebody's telling you, oh my God, your tank's so freaking filthy, what are you doing? Like this tank right here. I bet people are going to be like, oh, this is my octagon. It's a little darker and dingier. I need to clean the glass. And that driftwood in there is putting tannins in there. So you're naturally going to have dark coloration if you have anything that's going to add tannins and stuff to your tank. This is a real tank that everybody's going to be like, oh, like it really does. I need to do some cleaning on this after I get off here. You can kind of see through it, but you can see the algae going on and stuff. But everybody's healthy and thriving. Got a juvie Oscar in there, flower horn, geophagus. That's who that dude is right there. Got a bunch of snails, a kidney cichlid. I got a Raphael catfish in there. And I got some convict cichlids in there, but probably not going to be able to see them. And I reckon I will go ahead and take you guys upstairs. Bear with me and show you. Sorry I missed from my last post to now. What did you say last, Robert? You were back there a while. You might have to like rewatch it or like backtrack and track back into it. All right, guys. Here's the tank that everybody really is like, you shouldn't be doing that. So in this tank, this is my mixed tank. Oh, I don't know if you can see Mr. Pike back there. Pike cichlids, embunas, ropefish, plecos, catfish, firemouth, dolphin cichlid, another blood parrot. Let's see. I'm trying to. I was hoping I could show you guys my rope fish, but he is hiding. But he is also housed in this tank right now. And I also have a sun catfish, Richard Cruz. Richard! What's up, dude? You gonna come up on the screen? You gonna show your tanks this week or do a little talking? Come up here with me and Jeremy. So is anybody working on any projects? There's 10 people watching, I think. There's 11 people watching. What kind of dye projects are you guys working on, if any at all? Or what are you doing with your tanks today?
I'm debating whether or not I want to mess with that.
Ooh. Is that cracked all the way down?
Yeah.
Rachel Salazar. Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Did you acquire that tank that way, or did you break it yourself?
My niece was helping me one day, and she ended up knocking something into it. And it just went whoosh.
Oh. I mean, I guess you can't be mad. You said it was your niece, and you probably got a few extra tanks.
And so I figured, I might get some. I got some 1/4-inch acrylic upstairs, a sheet of it. I might double that up and silicone that in there. That way I can drill it and add this tank to my rack.
Yeah.
And that put me over 500 gallons in that rack, I think.
And that's you built those racks?
Do what?
Or is that just a bought? Did you build those racks that you're talking about, or did you like buy them?
Yeah, I built that.
Right, and it's holding 500 gallons. That's dope, dude.
Here, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 20-gallon longs on it. It's got 6 40-gallon tanks on it, and then also on the other part of it, I got the 10-gallon racks for the rack on there. So, and it's all piped into a central sump. And I think I'm running an 800-gallon an hour pump, koi pond pump. I'll get in behind it that way.
Yeah. If everybody don't mind, I got 8 people viewing. Let me take time to say hello. Thank you very much for stopping by. Please share, please like. I'm gonna disappear for half a second. I need to use the restroom real quick, y'all, and then I'll be right back. So I'm gonna try to make it where you guys can at least stare at my big pretty tank.
So you're gonna drop your camera like 3 or 4 times.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. Maybe it might work. Look at Lady and the Tramp up there in the corner, looking all beautiful and sexy. Okay, let me figure out how to mute my mic for a minute. Y'all don't want to hear the waterworks that ain't to do with the fish tank.
Whoa, I think I just screwed something up on my phone. All right, let me figure out. I don't know what I'm doing. But, of course, I'll walk you all through this. This goes up to my little T here. I got set up to where, if I can get that in view, I can adjust the flow from my bottom row, which the way this is set up, not very smart on my part, but it works. is anytime you open up the bottom all the way, you lose from the top because it actually starts siphoning. I don't care how big of a pump I put on it, it does the same thing. All my drains, I drill all my tanks. And I've cracked a couple until I got the hang of it. Run down 3/4. They run the full length, drop down into my sump.
See, I have not ventured
Got
into drilling tanks. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to make that topic since you said that because I'm nervous and scared. Firstly, I don't know how to do it, but I know you're drilling a hole into glass, so stuff can break. How do you do it? Is there a certain tool? Do you use a glass cutting tip, like on a Dremel type thing, to start the hole, or how do you do
get
that?
a.
Like it.
I ordered a kit. It's got a bunch of bits in it off of Amazon. Go figure. And let me see if I can find it. Anyway, it comes with a nice little guide. And what you do is take it, you put the guide down on the glass, and you fill that up with water. And how I do it is I'll fill that up, I'll get going. You drill nice and easy, nice slow till you get going. Don't put any pressure. Just let the bit do the work. When you don't hear anything from the bit, then you're not making contact. You're pulling back on the drill.
Okay. Ooh,
Diamond
yeah,
dust.
yeah.
It's a diamond dust bit. It's just coated. I don't know if I can get up close enough to see it. Pretty rough on the edges.
You can see the glisten from it or whatever, but yeah, I've been nervous, man. I've even seen tanks go for like decent deals that I've like passed up because it's like drilled. And I know then therefore you absolutely need an overflow system or no, there ain't no way around it. If you have a drilled tank, you got to have a overflow box and like a sump, correct?
It
Like,
depends on how it's drilled.
Okay, answer me this. I'm a noob. Why would I use a drilled tank, or why do I need a drilled tank, or what makes a drilled tank better than a not drilled tank, or give me some facts in your opinion. And that's a real question because, like I said, I seriously don't know nothing about drilled tanks, and maybe somebody in the comments or that watches on the replay won't know either.
Well, if you look back into this tank, I'll show you. There, see, that's drilled in the bottom of the tank.
Okay.
It was originally set up for a sump. Let me figure out where my flash. Hey Terry, you got your phone on you?
If you look back into this tank, I'll show you. There, see that drill in the bottom of the tank.
And remember how I told you I kind of keep everything everywhere? Well, there's a little bit of everything in this tank. And you'll have to forgive my plumbing issues here.
Oh, you're all right, buddy.
So the bulkhead fittings are up in the bottom of the tank. They run down, and I'm actually running a canister filter instead of a sump. So
yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have it drilled in the bottom or the back. It's just how you plan on setting it up, and you just got to be, a little ingenuitive.
Oh no, T-bone fishes! I hear them fish police right now. They're coming for you, buddy. They are coming for you. 10 tiger barbs, 10 green barbs, and 10 golden barbs. That's ridiculous. No, that's cool, man. I have maybe a few barbs in this here community tank, and sadly I couldn't tell you what kind because I see a community fish. I do my research on it for just make sure, I'm not pushing tank limits or how long it will be before I push those tank limits. And then if I want it, I get it. That's just kind of my whole going to a pet store method. I will do the research needed if I'm not sure about the fish, what their requirements are, but then I will get it. And this ain't really a good logic to follow, but like I know I got spare tanks if stuff don't work, but I just tell myself, well, I reckon I'll be buying a new tank really quick. So, R Mills, drilled tanks also for auto water change run to drain. Firstly, let me say thank you for stopping by. I'm not sure how you found us, but thanks for commenting and thanks for stopping by. And you're saying, so drilled tanks also for auto water changes run to drain. Oh yeah, okay, I get it. Duh. You're saying so, but how do you? Okay, how do you cap it? Like, is that what you do then? You'd put a cap on it and then only like hook up a hose and then somehow open it? Like, how does that function work, R Mills? Or Jeremy, if you even know what he's talking about, maybe you can freshen my mind. That comment that's right there on the screen.
Essentially, if I'm thinking kind of in the right direction here, let's say, let me grab this here. This might help for the demonstration. And whoever made the comment, if I'm going in the wrong direction here, let me know. Okay, so let's say I have this tube connected in where I got it drilled back here in the back. Okay, and I got it connected to that back there. All I would have to do if I wanted to come off of that and do an auto drain, turn the valve. So all you'd have to do is just pipe in a valve and off of a T,
Right.
kind of like my autofill. I got my main water line. I back up here. I'll back it up here. My main water line is right over there. I got a valve shut off there, and I built my own little carbon filter to take the chlorine out.
Yeah.
Turn this valve on, water comes through, and actually ties in to my drain for the 10-gallon rack. Goes straight over to the sump. So if I wanted to do a reverse way of that, let's say I take all three of these pipes that I have coming into my sump, tee into those, run my pipe over to my drain with a shutoff, just kind of like I do anyway.
Right.
And there's your auto drain. And then, of course, I got my fill. And, yeah, he answers into valves.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's cool. I want to. Oh yeah, here we go. Richie in the background. He's about to hop up here with us. I honestly, yeah, I don't know. I've never had drilled. I talked to Calvin, one of our admins, about him quite often here and there, whatever. But anytime I see him on the marketplace, I just pass him up because I'm too nervous. Like I don't want to break it, and I don't want to like do it wrong. If you're so like that pipe that is drilled, so you drilled your hole and you're putting your pipe in through the bottom of your tank. I'm guessing there's like a rubber bushing, or you just use your silicone then to seal it. Like
it's a bulkhead fitting.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'll get down here and I'll show you. I'm getting tired of them steps already.
My bad, man.
All right.
Yeah.
This is what we got. Try to get into the camera view here. Man, I need a place to set my phone down.
You need to have your buddy be your cameraman.
Hey, he's too zoned into his own damn phone.
Oh. So
all right. See if this is going to work. All right.
I can't get it this way. That is like acclimating.
There's your rubber washer. You got your rubber washer there that goes on the inside of the tank. Hold that thought.
I seen your comment there, Richard. You I saw a monster tinfoil barb at Petco today. If
Oh,
I
that thing was
could, I
huge. Oh my God. I saw that they had it in a little like plant holding tank. Somebody must have dropped it off with an African leaf fish. And like, the thing was enormous. I was like, damn, it's too bad I don't have a big enough tank. I would have gotten it.
man, I've been thinking. That's funny. I've been thinking about those African leaf fish. Actually, those are kind of neat, man. I mean, I guess they're dull to some, but I like unique and weird or aggressive or
Right.
something different.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that they're like super aggressive. I mean, this one was like completely timid when it came because it was in the same thing as the tinfoil barb. It was looking a little beat up, but it was a cool little African
Right.
leaf fish.
Okay.
All right, you ready for this, Sean?
Yeah, I think go ahead, describe,
Okay,
explain,
so
and then I'll ask.
your rubber washer on your bulkhead fitting, make sure that goes on the inside of the tank.
Right.
Okay. And then I'm going to move the camera a little bit because I got doing this on the ground so I don't drop the 10 gallon. And then you put your nut on the back. And apparently I got a little bit of a burr. Anyway, essentially you're going to run that down tight, pull that washer, that rubber washer. It's going to seal it. I like to put a little bit of silicone on the backside around that nut. So that way I know it's not going to leak.
Okay, yeah, like I was just not like but like we as in the hobby are trusting plastic and rubber. It's one thing we're trusting the glass alone to hold, how much weight on an average tank. Your 50 gallons are like what, 600 or whatever. But my point is,
10 gallon tanks hold 80 gallons, about 80 gallons of water, or 80 pounds of water. I mean,
right, like the pressure. So then we're gonna put a hole in it and expect a rubber ring to just, So it's just nervous. But have you ever had like any bad malfunctions, like those leak busting or no?
Nope. You got to realize glass is incredibly. It's tough when it's not fractured. It's tough.
Right.
And you're also, when you take and you're going to put that bulkhead fitting in there, you're actually going back and you're going to reinforce around where you just cut, because that plastic and that rubber is actually going to be holding that glass together.
Okay. Fair enough.
So
maybe I won't pass up a 75-gallon pre-drilled tank or a 125-gallon pre-drilled tank.
So usually you're not going to come across 75s or 55s that are drilled because they're put together with tempered glass.
Okay.
Very rarely you're going to come across the 75-gallon that's not tempered. There's occasionally that you'll get across that, but it's very, very, very rare.
Right. I'm jealous of your electric blue Jack Dempsey there, Richard. My dude's still just a little tiny guy. Yours is actually getting a little size to him now.
Yeah, finally, now that he's in a big tank. And
so you think the move really done it for him?
That hair's been growing like crazy fast. He just eats and eats and eats all day. It's eating.
I'm really considering. I don't know if you watched any of the beginning of this live stream, or it wasn't even like the very beginning. It was like kind of shortly before you hopped on. I went ahead and showed everybody my new idea in Die Cave design or idea plan. And I'm hoping with what I have going on, I'm going to be able to introduce that flower horn, maybe the baby Oscar, or my iridescent shark to that 135. And I'm hoping that he'll just fucking take off. Like, all of them.
Yeah, this is going to sound weird, but I got this guy. He's going to hang out with my goldfish until the ick issue.
Ooh, what is he?
The Texas cichlid. I was looking
Yeah.
at them, I'm like, I'm from Texas. Why don't I have
Right.
He's
Bro,
actually
Texas cichlids get big
Now,
and pretty.
what type of Texas cichlid is that?
I don't know. It was just labeled Texas cichlid.
Because is it going to be a green one? Is it going to be a red one?
Right. They have those, what is it?
No,
It's like a teal,
I was
blue, or
thinking
turkish.
I was looking at like it just says Texas cichlid. So like, well, what's this thing gonna look like when it gets bigger? I'm kind of excited. It's gonna be
So, from my guess, but you can't just tell right at that size because a fish can literally go from black to white. So,
exactly that's the thing. You don't know. It could turn turquoise. It could turn red. Who knows? Like
right.
Well, they don't necessarily turn red. They turn more orange.
orange, yeah. My discus, they're all doing
Man, I almost bought an angelfish today and tried to bring him home and put him in my community tank, but I decided against it because I done spent like $300 today on shit. But I literally almost bought one to try to put in this 47-gallon community tank. My only thoughts are him and the Gormy might not get along. Or Grommy, sorry.
This is my Bulgarian seal point green. He's gonna be so pretty. He's gonna turn white with the darker fins as he gets bigger. Ever since I moved the 3 bigger ones over to the 5-gallon, smaller ones in this tank started growing like weeds.
Right. I like seeing all these tanks with plants. Y'all, like, I got this one community tank. It's growing plants halfway decent, but, like, my others, not so much. I just bought this big O Amazon, well, it ain't an Amazon sword. It's a type of sword plant. I'm not sure what kind. It's got, like, long stem and then, like, I don't know, rounder leaves. The leaves ain't, like, elongated or whatever like Amazon swords. But at any rate, it's really big, and I got it in that cichlid tank upstairs, believe it or not. And none of them are really tearing it up. They're actually using it as like hides because that tank's rather crowded. Oh yes, yes,
These guys
love
got their
it.
first.
I
They
love
love
that head shake. I love the See, I could go on. I could do a solo
Oh, yeah,
live stream strictly
I'm
about
always doing
Oscars.
boop, 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 or do this to him. He's definitely an attention hog. When I try to give her attention, he swims over and
Oh. By the
she's
way,
like,
man,
gets away.
props on that tattoo, that drawing, whatever it's gonna become. That is dope. That is sick.
Yeah, man, thank
Do
you.
you have that? You should like show it to everybody. This man ain't only a hobbyist, he's an artist.
Yeah, 1 second. I just have to grab my sketchbook. It's downstairs.
On the live stream, if anybody of you watched it, me and him was discussing fish and tattoos and stuff, and he kind of mentioned a koi, but we both like Oscars, and I said, what about like a long fin Oscar Japanese koi idea? And this man went to town. He went to work, and he drew out. Well, I'll let him show you.
This one took me a while. Like, what I'm at now is probably, it's my 4th time trying to get it down right. 3rd time I started coloring it and was like, no, I don't like these colors. So I redrew it and started coloring it today. Not quite yet, but let's see.
T-bone fishes, if you're still with us, do you keep shrimp in that tank that you mentioned? Oh yeah, everybody, look at that. That is so sick, man. That is sick. I would
with the shading and add some
I
detail.
would get that tattooed on my body. That's for sure. That is dope.
I want to. I have a tattoo of friends that I want to talk to about it.
Do you know how to tat? I mean, you can draw. I know it's not quite the same.
I recently have started delving
Oh
into
yeah.
it. I got a tattoo kit years ago, and I only messed around with it a little bit and put it away, and like never really looked at it again for like 5 years. And I just recently pulled it back out and started getting certain things that I need, like new ink and needles and whatnot.
I need to have you, but see, and I know you just said that took that long. I'm just saying, like, that design pretty much mixed with my, not mine, our casual aquatics, even though my old lady drew that icon. That's my icon. I use it on everything, whatever. But, like, that fish downscaled maybe a little, swimming above the banana plant. You
Oh,
okay?
choking on my Dr. Pepper over here.
But that'd look cool. That fish with casual aquatics, like how casual above, aquatics below, little banana plant, because why not? The fish ain't doesn't technically make sense, and it's hard to keep plants with Oscars, so they go hand in hand. It would look cool. That's me just
Right, I think I
rambling in my
with something.
be a neat icon. But I know that's what I'm saying. I know it took you long to literally draw that one individual now to have to like try to whatever. But once you had it down
I
with
just had
permission,
photocopy and then like
right,
so
right,
like I have to draw and color it like 100 more times, but
right.
yeah, I don't know, like how it's coming out. Like I said, touch ups on some of the shading here and there, and I want to add some like water splashes or some shit and make it cool.
Right. So I was gonna try modding everybody in this live stream, and I was asking people how to do it, and they told me to click on these three dots on somebody's names, but it's only allowing me to put the user in timeout or block users. So I'm gonna have to do some research on that. But obviously, Richard, Jeremy, y'all know that you're gonna get modded on that once I figure it out. But T-Bone Fishers, I just wanted to take a minute to say, hey, thank you. You've stuck around like this whole time, or at least as long as you've showed up. So I appreciate you. When I figure it out, I'm gonna make you a mod on this channel too. Um, if you're not in our group, Casual Aquatics, please join. Look us up on Facebook, everybody. It's a really good group. There's no judging going on, just raw help. People from all over willing to help and offer, whatever they can. So please, if you're not a member of Casual Aquatics on Facebook, please look us up and join. I'm also on a lot of other platforms: Twitter, Reddit, Band, Tumblr, Rizzle, uh, all platforms. Just type Casual Aquatics. If we're there, hey, join or whatever. Obviously, if you're just stopping in, watching this on the replay or whatever, subscribe if you like what you see. I try to give anybody who wants to, sorry, my camera's all weird. Anybody that wants to show off their tanks or their fish, something they're proud about, or their new dye project, and they don't have a YouTube channel, or they just don't want to go through all of that, but they still want to like share it with people, come on, join Casual Aquatics. Be here Sundays, 6 p.m. ish, and if you're in the chat, I'll throw the link out there, and anybody. You ain't got to even be a member yet of Casual Aquatics. Show me what you're doing. Show me what you're working with. Show me how you're growing the hobby, because that's what it's about. So, I thank you guys all. That was kind of my goal. This live stream was going to have a special guest. Her name was Melissa. Let me,
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
get to closing where I opened with. Sadly, Melissa had fell. This camera is going to drive me nuts, y'all. Okay, here we go. Melissa had fell and hurt herself, and she's at the hospital and stuff. She might have to have surgery, like crazy stuff.
Oh, geez.
And her
Okay.
health is way more important than this live stream. So of course, I just wished her speedy recovery and hope all gets well. But she is and will be coming back, and she's the owner or group creator. I don't know if she has a website. Da 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 da. She was gonna get to explain that, but what I know is she created the group Sassy Snails, I think is what it's called. She's on Band and Facebook. She has that group, and she is a member of Casual Aquatics. And she was going to give us a whole rundown of her setup, her snails, her guppies, her prices, shipping, just run through her little, give us, her tank tours, and it was going to be a little different. And whatever else extra she had in mind created for it. So sadly, she was not here today. She couldn't make it. There will be plans to get her back on here. Rather, that's going to be next week, 2 weeks from now. I don't know how extensive the whole injury thing is really. So I'm just playing it by ear. I even acquired some subscribers, I feel like, because of her. So if you're watching this or you get a chance to watch this, I don't know if you'll make it to the end. I'm going to put it in the description. But if you subscribed and due to Melissa, I sincerely thank you. I hope you still stick around. I hope you find something within Casual Aquatics that you like. But if not, and you're just here to watch her, okay, cool. I appreciate you subbing and coming through. But again, I hope you guys keep fish and stuff as well as snails and other wet pets, and you can find an interest. We just want to help you. Ain't got to sub if you really don't want to. You ain't got to watch every live stream, but I'd like it if you join the group, because what's the harm in that? It's just friendly people trying to help one another out. I'm the creator of Casual Aquatics, but I'm in 300 other groups, y'all, so it ain't no competition. I would like to hope and think ours ranks in the way we treat people in the group up top, but it's not about that. It's just about growing the hobby, enjoying the hobby. I love this hobby, like I'm sure many of you do, and that's just what we want to do, y'all. So I do thank you. I thank my guests that came up today, Jeremy and Richie. They didn't have to do that. They don't have to take time out of their day for little old me, but they make a little notion to do so and hop in, whether it's for 5 minutes or the whole stream. I appreciate it. So to you two, thank you.
Appreciate getting to
Calvin, look at Calvin down there in the comments. See, that's what I mean. You ain't even got to be on the stream. You can just pop in the chat and say, hey, I stopped in. What's up? Hey, Calvin, how was the birthday party? Or how is it? Or whatever. Calvin, my man, he's at a birthday party, or he probably been up here on stream. He's got a blood parrot tank. If y'all love blood parrots, oh, that thing's pretty. So, by all means, I say subscribe, because you never know what you're going to see on here, because it's not just me. It's anybody who wants to show their tanks. Somebody one day is going to hop up here, and they're going to have large tanks. I want them to. I want them to have what I want. Red-tail catfish and tiger shovel nose. One day I will, but until I can properly home them, I won't. But I want that person to stop by this live stream or this page and be like, hey, I got something to show, and like kick my head back, because that's what it's about, man. That's cool. So Calvin, thank you for what, the blood parrot tank is too small. No, it's not, bro. Didn't you say last stream, or I should just know, like a 200 or a 220? Or is that the 180? Bro, you're killing it. Like, you're the next level that I might eventually step to once I set up that 300.
Prices of lumber ever drop, I'm gonna build me a plywood tank, about 500 gallons.
Oh man, that's the goal.
All right,
that is the goal. Once I move and fuck 500 gallons, no offense. I'm going. I need 2,000 gallons, Jeremy. I want a red-tailed cat. You know.
You're in the wrong climate zone for that, man.
Yeah, Indiana's bad for that, you think? I mean, inside my house though, if I have a basement and it's like insulated and
I
sealed
got it.
and
You just seal up your basement walls when you get one,
oh,
and
I hear you.
just fill the whole basement full of water.
Yeah. You'll walk down the steps. You'll get like 3 steps, and there's the fucking water. Oh my god,
Just make
that's
sure
so
that things
stupid.
like your like washing machine and dryer
Yeah.
and like somewhere upstairs, like
Yeah,
the
yeah. All your
basement.
laundry's gonna be upstairs. All your burger boxes have to be upstairs.
Man, that's tempting. That's so
We'll call it the
dumb.
base pond.
Especially if the basement, like at least the lower half is like, I guess, built concrete or brick, whatever. So
Yeah.
then you got that and then put up your plywood around it, like the border. Maybe don't
Yeah,
be
well,
like
I mean, it's concrete all
ridiculous.
the way around. Just seal it
Right.
and just
Okay,
hope it
but
doesn't have a walkout.
with those like even plywood builds, you gotta coat it in some I don't know, some weird word that makes it the wood waterproof. Like I couldn't imagine
Well,
like
essentially, all it is Flex Seal.
Yeah.
Flex Seal.
You can do it with Flex Seal, but I've heard that like over time it kind of like wears down and you have to like redo it or whatever. But they do have brands that are like good. I can't remember the brand that I saw the King of DIY use for his. He made a giant one for a group of like 8 Oscars or something like that. And like,
Right. Joey's awesome.
yeah.
That's kind of where I've got some of my ideas from or whatever. Like when I finally go for the
Pond
real
Armor, I
build.
think is what it's called.
Who?
I think it's Pond Armor. They send. I think get like in a quart. I think it's coming in quart
Yeah, I've heard
cans,
of it.
Yeah.
and you
roll
pretty
it up.
much just take and put fabric on the corners.
Good.
Right.
Turn that water off on that sump.
Calvin's blood parrot tank, 7 foot, 210, and nah, I'm just stupid. 1 tank isn't enough. Laugh my ass off. I priced a build a few years ago. Stayed under 1,500 start to finish. Now it's around 3 to 4 grand. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I got my 200, and it's 7 foot long, and I don't remember how wide and how deep it is.
7 foot long. See, that looks. I don't know. It looks long, obviously, but how tall? I mean, what's just the height, you think? Is that like 16, 24? I can't. It's hard to tell from the camera.
Hang
Like,
on.
is that?
Let me see if I can get my phone to sit. I'm 6 foot.
Okay, so but the bottom of the tank is at your kneecap, and the top of it's at your 3rd rib, right? So I mean, it's got to be 24 inches tall, right?
Hang on a second.
That looks like it's
Hey Calvin, are you still watching? Did you see my earlier part of the stream where I showed my large tank? And I kind of gave away my dye project idea. I mean, I guess I showed a rough draft of it because.
By 2 foot.
Yeah, 24 inches, 7 foot.
24.
Now you got me wondering. I should have. Give me a second. Now I'm looking for a tape measure. I feel like this 135 is that same height. But mine ain't 7 foot. It's more like 6 foot long. Like at a distance. I don't know if you can. Does that look the same size as yours? I mean, I got the canopy, so that's hiding like, I don't know, 2 more inches of height. And then the base of that is again hiding like another half inch to an inch, like at the bottom of, the shelf or rack.
How big
I
is
don't
that?
know. That's a 135. But you said yours is a what? It's in 7 foot. Like that was
Seven
my
foot
question.
by 2 foot by 2 foot.
By 2 foot by 2 foot. I think I have. Yeah, now you're gonna make me actually find a tape measure. I can't remember.
Hey, I didn't know where mine was, so I grabbed a piece of tubing I bought from Ace.
I'm like trying to use my wrist or I don't know. I got pretty long arms. Well, I'm really not sure. I should have had a tape measure just laying around randomly.
Hell, I used to have like 2 or 3 of them. I don't know where all mine are.
Don't put the camera on.
It's got to have. I mean, I'm just gonna guess, and then after the stream, I definitely hit you up with it, the exact. But it's got to be at least 18 inches in depth. That thing's pretty deep. But yours looks bigger than mine. But by just regular gallons, you're saying yours is 125? Sorry.
Mine's a 200, guys.
200. Okay, my
But
bad. Wow. Yours just looks smaller in height, and then it's just like stretched out.
My stand, I mean,
Mine,
the stand itself is relatively short, so that's what it is.
gotcha.
Another thing I'm kind of excited about, I stopped at Home Depot and got some pothos and this ivy plant to put down in my sump. I need to get a better timer that I can hook this light to because the one I have sucks. So these plants have been doing really bad. But I think I got things under control, like algae wise. All my green hair algae, like that's pretty much what's left of it. That's all. Like it's just all died off, and like all my brown algae pretty much gone.
I want so bad to try to make plants work in this Oscar tank. And
for me, I think the only reason that these Italian valves been working is because they were in the tank before I got the Oscar. So like a lot of them had gotten deep rooted and they were already spreading around the tank like wildfire. And then when I got the Severum and the Oscars, they all tear at it, but like they can't keep up with it because it grows so fast. So like the more they tear it up, the more it grows, and it just.
Well, see, and that's what I'm gonna try to do with this little dye project.
The weir up there, like it gets clogged up with pieces that they tear. They just tear it up.
Sean, I gotta get out of here. I gotta start cooking supper before the old lady gets home.
Oh no, yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. You're not obligated every stream. If you get a message, you don't have to answer it. I won't be mad, but I appreciate it every time anybody can stop by into this. This is the second successful, and I will call it success because we had quite a few people in here. I think 9 at one point, but 5 people stayed pretty steady the whole stream. So I will call this the second success. And I appreciate your time, man. Thank you. Thank you for
Take it
showing
easy.
everybody your tanks. Yeah, you too. Have a good day or good night.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I want to do with this little dye project. I'm hoping maybe I can start growing some small plants behind this PVC piping I got in the tank, and they'll start getting real rooted. And by the time they sprout up to where the Oscars and bigger cichlids are going to be able to like try to nip at them, they'll be really good and rooted. And if anything, they'll just rip off, some of the leaves, but they won't completely kill the plant.
I had a Amazon sword in there, and it did all right for a while, but then like the bigger the fish got, the more they tore at it, and it just couldn't.
Yep. I successfully also had an Amazon sword. I had banana plants, and I even had a Crinum caustinium or whatever. They are really cool. If you watch Corey's show, you'll see it in his big tank in the middle. It's like a braided looking, real thin, like spidery plant. And that was doing great until my tank went like it kind of crashed. It went to shit. And it died. And then I tried to get another one put in there, and nope, they weren't having it. They like realized, but I will succeed. Like I mentioned earlier, I got that sword plant upstairs, and it is so bushy, and it's got so many runners on it, man, with little roots already. And I already have tried to propagate one in the same tank it's grown in to start getting more runners, and then I'm gonna try to plant them in there.
Yeah, that's another thing too with this Italian val is the plants all grow off of runners. So when they pull one, it's still stuck to the other ones, so it doesn't have a whole lot of them, and so they don't end up floating. But sometimes they manage to rip one off, and I'll catch it up there on top. And instead of trying to replant it in here, I'll just throw it in one of my other tanks or something.
Right. Like, y'all just made me a sprout, thank you.
Yeah.
T-Bone, you said, gee, I got baby tanks compared to you guys. I only got a 33, a 20-gallon, and a 10-gallon tank. Why? Is that just all you
feel
can...
like my 75 is a baby tank.
Yeah.
These two are not going to be too comfortable in here for much longer.
Well, let me tell you something. You've seen my Oscars, clearly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. They were homed for 4 years. Unfortunately, I would not, everybody watching this, I am not telling you to do this. I would completely say do not do this. But my point to you, buddy, is like mine were raised in a 50-gallon, bro, for 4 years. So at least you got them in a 75, and
right.
They're...
See, I've been debating because my 65 has some fish that are going to get decent big. And so I'm like wondering if I should just put all of the fish in the 65 over here in the 75 and let the Oscars chill in the 65 until I get my, 150 or something. I don't know.
Fellas.
Hello, sir.
I'm just going to keep it as it is.
Thank you for joining. And thank you for hanging out this whole stream.
Over to the 75.
Thanks for letting me come up.
Yeah, no problem, man. I'm nobody special. I want to just share the hobby, help it grow, and I want to let anybody, if you got something you want to show it. Because then maybe somebody that watches the live stream will be like, hey, what is that? And then I can be like, hey, hit this guy up, or, whatever. So I appreciate you. And if you want to show us your tank.
Talk about tank.
Sorry, what was that?
I've only got a Tiger Barb tank and a Gourami tank.
Okay.
Nice.
You want to have a look at them?
Yeah. I'll make you be up on the main screen, and people will just see what you're showing us. Your buddy won't regret it, Robert. I promise.
Oh, did he accidentally exit? I can't hear you, Sean. The mess from last week. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Now I can hear you.
Wow. Okay. Sorry, guys. Hey, T-Bone. I don't know if you can hear me. If you're still watching, you accidentally hit exit, buddy. Robert. Yeah. That's cool though. That's what I want. T-Bone, you back, buddy? I just seen we went back to 4 viewers. That's what I mean, Robert. If you wasn't hanging out with your little ones, I'd say you could come up here too. This stream's already went 2 hours. I'll go as long as I can. I was getting close to closing, but I want anybody to get up here and show their tanks. Hey, buddy. I think you accidentally exited. You're good. All right.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and get set up again, and then I'll put you back up on the solo, and you can show us and tell us what you got. Okay. Solo.
Come on.
Nice.
I think he's having it. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Yeah.
They're all tiger barbs.
How neat. So you said these are 3 different types of barbs?
That's correct. I've got golden barbs, green barbs, and tiger barbs.
Those green ones are neat. I see the tiger ones often at my local fish store, but I don't think I've seen no green ones.
I see the green ones at the Petco that I go to. I see them there a lot.
Okay.
They're pretty cool. I always think about them, but I just don't have a tank I can put them in right now.
Right. I could throw some of them in my community tank. They would liven it up a little bit.
Yeah.
They also go by the name of jade tiger barbs.
Jade. Okay. Are those live plants in your tank?
They are. They're thin vow.
I see the vow snare. What's that big leafy plant?
That one?
Well, that one too. Ain't that wisteria or however you pronounce
No,
it?
that's
It looks like Anacarius.
That thing is long, friend.
Yeah, the
Elode.
Elobia.
Elobia. I have to check into that. That's kind of neat looking.
Yeah, it's a big plant.
Yeah, and it would take over my 135. That'd be great. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
And all the rest is just thin vow.
Thin vow?
What's
that? what's that big plant? That big leaf right there on the left.
This
Is
one?
that, yeah, is that pothos?
No, that's Anubias.
Anubias?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. That looks good. Huh?
Yeah, I'm definitely jelly. I
I've got
want a really successful planted tank. What kind of substrate are you using?
Gravel and sand.
Okay. What kind
It's
of,
sand cat gravel. That's sand. And all
right.
this down here is all gravel.
Okay, so it's like capped off in layers.
Yeah.
What kind of filtration are you running on it? You just got some hobs and you're letting your plants do the work, or you got a canister or anything on it, or I see some
I've got
sponges.
a hang on the back. I've got a hang on the back filter and a sponge filter.
All right. Is this a 55, sir?
No, it's a 33.
Oh, 33. Yeah, you said that was your biggest. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you don't want to get a bigger tank? Are you just content with what you got now, or you don't have room, or?
No, I don't have room.
Okay.
And my missus said no. Until we get a bigger house.
All right. So what do you got
Then
in
I
your
can
smaller
have.
tank?
Hey?
Well, you said you got a 33, a
Oh,
29, and
and
a
20. This is my 20 gallon. I got guppies in here.
Oh, pretty.
There's me
Yeah.
dwarf gourami.
Okay, you got one too. Well, mine ain't a dwarf. He's like a 3 spot.
Oh, so he's a big boy.
Yeah.
And
Have you
I got some
have
black
you had any?
line neon tetras.
Yeah. Have you had any fry from them? You have them breed a
No,
lot?
no, I haven't.
We do, they eat them first.
And if they do, they must eat them.
True.
And I've got a couple of corridoras in here somewhere. They're hiding.
Are they the albino ones, or stir boy, or how do you say it?
Oh,
Or...
there's one.
Oh
No,
yeah.
he's a bronze. He's
Okay.
a bronze corridors, and I've got a peppered corridors somewhere.
Happen.
My next tank I wanted to get is a 47 gallon, 180 litre.
Yeah, that's what my bow front tank is. My Misfit community tank, as I call it. It's
Yeah.
it's a 47, and you can fit quite a little selection of schooling fish in there and still not be overcrowded.
Yeah.
I'm very fond of loaches. Have you ever thought about getting any like Kalui loaches or anything?
Coolie loaches, yes, I had some, but they died on me.
Okay, yeah, I had quite a few die on me. I only have like 4 strong survivors out of a batch of like 10.
Yeah. Every time I bought them, they just kept dying on me. Same with me betters. They just keep dying on me.
I know bettas can be kind of temperamental or sensitive, I guess is for lack of better words.
Yeah, well, I realised that. this is my third one in 3 months.
Yeah. Hey, trial and error, friend. Trial and error.
Yeah, I know. But you get sick of buying them, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
and watching them die.
I about quit the hobby about a few months back because of a blood parrot named Ravioli. If you look at some of my older videos, you'll see him in them. We were really close to him. He was the coolest dude ever, and he died on us. And It made me want to quit, but I didn't want to. I, you know, push forward. I had other favorite fish that I liked. So.
So you kept going, though?
Yes, sir. I even lost another favorite fish. I had a Senegal bichir, and a common pleco, and I raised them from babies all the way up to 6 inches, and they got stuck in a decoration and died. So now I will not use decorations that fish cannot freely, no matter what, get in and out of. And if it like has a like if I don't know, if it's a solid decoration, but somehow there's an opening on the bottom, I won't get it. I don't want the chance of them getting up under it and me not knowing. But yeah, I have since continued. Do you
I got a pleco in here somewhere. He's elusive.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's a little bristled pleco, maybe?
No, he's not so little.
Oh, no?
I don't know. I don't know where he is.
Oh, they're good at hiding. They'll be right in front of you and you won't see them sometimes.
Yeah.
My rhino pleco is 7 inches almost, and he hides in this tank like blindly in front of me, and you were watching the stream. That tank's real open. Like, I should be able to see him. But no, he'll disappear in there.
Yeah, no, this one's a gibbous.
Okay, yeah.
So apparently they get quite big.
I might have to like do a little research into him.
Yeah, so I'll have to show you next time because he's not out. I don't know where he is.
Yeah. You said you want to get a 47-gallon. Now, will you stick to small community fish, or do you have interest in like cichlids?
Yeah, I do.
What do you have a favorite? Like, what's your favorite cichlid or favorite big fish?
Jack Dempsey.
Jack Dempsey, yes sir. I got a EBJ, an electric blue jack, and I got a regular jack growing out in my mixed cichlid tank. That's awesome.
Yeah, Black Dempsey's my favorite. I can't. Oh, I see him.
Oh, wow. I kind of do.
He's wedged under the log.
Yeah. That's what I mean. They're bad about doing that. But plecos like the driftwood, so that's kind of their thing.
Yeah, see,
yeah,
that's
he's wedged himself under the log.
He's always on the driftwood. Yep.
No, he's usually hanging up here under this rock or on it.
Ooh, I like that scaping.
Yeah.
I like how you got it set up and stuff. Your little rock scape, little tunnel, the fish can rest on the top of that and go through the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to redecorate my tanks.
You need live plants, mate.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, yeah.
It makes a tank, the live plants.
Yeah, it kind of, I mean, aside from, like, I don't know, aesthetics, like, it brings it to life. Plants are a living thing, and it's part of the whole ecosystem. And, like, yeah.
Like keeping nutrients down in your tank.
So I got a couple of platies in here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are they? Oh, there's one. Little orange boy.
Oh. I got a, or no, that's a Molly, my bad, not a platy. I got a
He's a Mickey
selfin.
Mouse. See, he's a Mickey Mouse platy.
Yeah. That's neat. Do you name your fish? Do you have any fish that you give names to, or is there just too many for you to really give a name to?
Too many to give a name to. I gave my name to the pleco. I
That
called
makes
him
sense.
Zeus.
Zeus.
Hey, like,
I give names to my larger fish, or like, I guess I try not to name my fish until I've had them for a very long time and I feel confident that I'm gonna continue to have them. Like that blood parrot that I lost named Ravioli, like we thought
Yeah.
hard about that name, as goofy as it is. And that was us like making him more than a fish. So I try
my
not
Oscar,
to name fish until I really, have had them for a
Kept
minute.
them
And
for a while.
my Oscar is
right,
COVID and Rona.
Rona.
Yeah, big guy, his name is COVID, and the little one, her name is Rona.
That is awesome.
I got them during the pandemic crap. They're like
I,
right when I decided to rehome probably 30 fish out of the community tank so I could get an Oscar was when the pandemic shut everything down, and Oscars became very hard to come by. So I had to wait like 3 months.
bro, I think that's why I sold my babies so easy
Yeah, so once I found this guy, I was so happy.
locally.
Named him or COVID right away.
Oh, he popped out again. Right. Yeah, obviously, Lady and Tramp, their story is the noodle, or well, like the noodle with a worm. And I've been wanting to give the Red Devil a name. Sometimes I just call him Red, sometimes I call him Devil, but I also call the freaking Firemouth Red, so I've been trying not to call the Red Devil Red, but I don't know. And then the Jaguar, I want to give him a name, but I almost want to wait till he's bigger because, Jaguars go 0 to 100. They go from being a juvenile, docile, well, not docile, but you know what I'm saying, mild. When they
Yeah.
get large, they literally like snap or flip. They develop who they really are going to be. So I don't know if I want to wait that long to give him a name or, you know.
So I got a question. This is my first time I've decided to actually like give my Oscars earthworms, right? And they come dirt. Do you like rinse them off before you give them to your?
Okay, so like personally, I have grabbed them out of the yard and literally, I mean, the loose dirt, if you will, I kind of brush off, but no, I'd never like put my worm under some faucet and like rinsed it off and then put it in there. Now, I'm gonna tell you something very weird and ironic. Tramp the Mel, he I see him. I love it. I love watching them interact. Uh,
Get it from him.
but my Mel, he launched at that thing when I put it in there, and he ate it. Lady, she took a bite and like spit it out, and she's not too keen on like legit earthworms. Now, I have seen in the groups and chats and the discussion, and I think that's where you're leading to is like there's chemicals and whatever in the ground, and maybe you don't want to put that in your tank. So, like, yeah, and I didn't think about that when I first done it. Afterwards, I already had done it. But my point would be like, Tramp the Mel, he'll eat live or earthworms pulled out of the ground. The lady don't really dig them at all. Now, if I go buy some night crawlers at the store, which don't make sense, they're out of the ground too, I'm sure. Or red worms, that's their candy, man. They go crazy. I don't care how many I put in there, they're eating them. They're coming up at the top trying to leap out of the water.
Yeah, see, it's like these come in this dirt, and I mean it's specified that it's for feeding pets, so I assume that they're not using dirt that's gonna have.
Pesticide or some weird
But I've been
chemical.
like dipping them in this water just to like get some of this excess dirt off of them.
Hey man, better safe than sorry. I'm not gonna knock you for it by no means. I've added worm dirt like that come in night crawler. If you get a crawler container of worm, 12 dozen. That worm dirt, I've added that straight to my tanks to add to the soil. This 47-gallon bow front is capped like that dude's that was just showing us, except it has eco complete, it has sand, and it has worm dirt all mixed in. And I think that's why my plants in this tank have thrived. Even when that tank has went to shit, I had all that built up biobacteria and the debris and floaters, and I left my lights on for like 2 weeks straight on Christmas vacation. Came home, I was pissed. I had some dead fish. Like shit was bad, but nonetheless, my plants have stayed going. So, like, I don't think there's nothing in that stuff, but I don't know. And then also compared to like what's in your dirt in your yard compared to what's in my dirt in my yard. And
Right.
so Robert said, I was always told as long as you get out the yard that gets fertilized, or don't get out of the yard that gets fertilized, you're good. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. If the worms are eating pesticide, fertilizer, whatever in the dirt, then I I I, I don't know. Maybe if you could like breed that out of them. I have a worm farm. If I see worms out in the yard and I don't want to feed them to them, I'll put them in my worm box, hoping that they'll just make babies, and then maybe the babies are okay. Or I'm not quite sure how that works. Will you dangle one just above the water?
I keep trying to, and then it'll like slip out of my hand, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
Like the first one I did that, and
I don't know if you've ever been bit by Oscars. It don't feel pretty, but it's not like ah.
I
'Cause
mean,
my Oscar bit me.
he
But
snatched what's it called, a mealworm out of my fingers once, and I felt his teeth for sure, and like, but he like just barely grazed my finger with his teeth.
oh no, I had a whole little like piece of skin taken off my right knuckle. But that was my dumbass fault. I was trying to add rocks into their tank, and they had babies. Well, eggs anyways, and
Hold on.
they
It's
were
really hard
not
on these
having
worms.
it.
Okay. Hold
1
on.
inch
That's
dirt
good.
capped by 2.5 inch sand. Yeah. Oh yes! Ah! I love it. But I get nervous with mine, but my Oscars are a little bit bigger than yours.
Yeah, these guys, mine are still timid as hell. Like they get scared like when I'm in the tank and stuff. So I don't worry about them trying to pull
I
any fast
mean,
moves on me when I'm cleaning it
right.
yet.
Ladies
But
10
you've been
and
getting a little more.
Tramp is 13 to 15 inches. He might not be 15. He's definitely 13. I was trying to measure him I think last night when I got home from work because I was talking about it. And check it out. That's what I mean. Lady ain't no lady. She runs the tank. I'm more scared of her than I am of him. I can right now just go put my hand in this tank right by him, and I can go to stroke him, and he's cool. Lady will back up from me, and she'll look at me like, what are you thinking?
This one, she'll kind of let me get close, and I can like barely touch her. Like I'll like get a little stroke across her side, and she'll swim away. But he will not let me get close to him at all.
Pardon me.
Yesterday when I was doing a water change, and he wasn't paying attention. He was down
say
over
hi
here.
to everybody, Abby. Everybody, this
He
is
was down
Abby.
over here in the corner, and I went to reach over to try to touch him, and he saw me and freaked out and like swam into the corner.
Oh no!
Like, and he looked at me like, "Not cool, man."
Right. What are you thinking?
Like, you know better than that. Don't touch me.
Yeah, these guys are living it up. There's that Pleco T-Bone. You see that Pleco? I don't know if you saw it earlier. That's my rhino. He disappears in this large tank. Mr. Jag. All these minnows, dude, and like they ain't touching them right now, but those minnows are cleaning up my problem. I see them picking at that stuff, and I am so happy.
Front camera. All right. Yeah. I'm happy I finally got this algae under control in that tank, though. It like
Yeah,
looks a lot nicer now.
it does make you feel better, the small things, like whether it's a project or you fixing a problem, as you just mentioned, like finally seeing it come together,
Yeah.
and you're
That
like,
was
yes, I done that.
that's why I wanted to get plants to put in my sump. Because I was hoping, if I have plants in there that are soaking up those nutrients before they enter the tank, then like there'll be nothing for the algae. But I guess the balance was already found because the algae's going away,
And your plants are growing, obviously. I want some carpet
what I
plants.
think is because the Oscars have been uprooting those Italian val, and so a lot of them are actually pulling straight from the water column instead of in the sand.
I thought Val would die though. I thought it was like a root feeder, like it has to be in the root planted.
No, I thought so too, but I've got some floating in like two of my tanks. I've got some just floating, and like it just doesn't, the blades don't keep growing longer, but like it'll stay alive and keep
All
going.
right.
Um, yeah, so it's like, especially those in that with the Oscars, like since they're all attached by runners, like they might be technically free floating, but they're like held down by the ones that are still rooted.
Right. Dude, every time I watch my Red Devil go through this piping I got in my tank, it makes me so happy because I'm not even like finished with it. I want to try to get it like buried kind of a little down in the substrate, and then I want to throw some rocks or sand or get something. I should have probably glued some stuff on it, but I was too damn anxious to just get it going. But at any rate, I want to kind of cover it up, and like I said, I want to like use these pieces of piping to start plants behind it. But
Yeah.
just watching my Red Devil and Jag swim through there is so cool to me. Watching the pleco go and hover on them and stuff now, and my idea is putting that in there because I've done introduce that flower horn and that juvenile Oscar in there like 3 or 4 times now, and every time it's the same result. Unless I have the lights off and it's dark or something stirred up, they instantly just start going after them, man. Everybody in the tank pretty much does. But if I'm hoping by creating this little tunnel and these little caves that at least the Oscars can't go into, maybe, they'll stand a better chance. And then I was also thinking like, my eel or well, my fire eel died unfortunately. I'm hopefully maybe gonna get another one. And I'm thinking maybe if I got a nice size one, then he would be comfortable in there and that's where he would hide and just future plans trying to make the tank better. And yeah, if this is how I can get some plants to grow in this tank, awesome. I can't wait to post that video on YouTube. Plants with Oscars work.
Like, I haven't really tried anything else with with these Oscars in this tank because I just feel like they would just tear it up. But the only reason I keep the Val in there is because it just grows too fast for them to keep up with it. So
Right.
I think that's just like your thing is like you got to find something that can tolerate being torn up and it grows fast enough that it won't matter. It gets torn up a little bit. Like
Right.
I know there's more plants out there that are like that.
And Corey, he talks on some of his streams. I'm gonna have to rewatch some of them or just ask him in his live stream. Like, he's mentioned a couple that like the Oscars will initially try to bite at, but then like they don't like the taste of it or something, and they might leave it alone. I don't think he specifically said Oscar, but it was on that subject in large cichlids with plants. So like,
Yeah.
so crazy. Even
Yeah.
my fish are more active. I don't know if they like it or don't like it. I know how Oscars are pouty. Ooh, yeah, they're getting hungry now. They're starting to chase after those minnows. Fun, fun. Don't kill them all. They need to kill those little Dimitris or however you say it. Die my whatever. At any rate, 4 people hanging out. This stream has went 2 hours and 30 minutes long. Almost. Well, almost at 2 hours and 30 minutes. We've had at a max like 9 people, and at our constant low, probably 4, and an average of like 5 or 6. I appreciate everybody, but I think I'm about to get ready and hop off here. I'm hoping next Sunday, everybody who's stopped in now, this is what it is. This is what I'm gonna be trying to do. So I mean, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you can pop in, that'd be great. If you want to get up on the screen, you come up on the screen. I'll put the link, and that's that. Please join Casual Aquatics on Facebook. Subscribe, like this live stream if you enjoyed anything you've seen in it. I look forward to more people and more fish talk next week. Hopefully, maybe Melissa will be back, maybe not. I will try to give you guys an update on that when I find out. T-Bone, thank you for sticking around, mate. Richie, I appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, man. It was fun.
Think
Thanks for having me.
yeah, have a good one.
Yeah.